Hey, everybody! Welcome to our super random catch-up sesh with Rae and I. Rae and I decided that we hadn't talked to each other in a really long time, and as always, when we decide we want to catch up, we thought we'd bring all of you along with us. So hang out for a little while and chat with us.
Let's do it.
Hey, friends. Welcome to a catch-up sesh with Rae and I.
Okay, that was the most lame introduction ever. You're like, we don't know why we're live, so we went live. Welcome.
Well, this is like how we do it, Rae. I feel like every time you and I start texting back and forth and we're like, we haven't talked in a while, I'm like, hey, let's talk. And you're like, can we do it in front of everyone?
Which is silly because, to be honest, I feel like of all conversations, I'm like, hey, we should catch up because there's like real stuff in our lives. But we probably shouldn't be live streaming it, but it just seems weird because what happens is we catch up and then we have like some really deep discussion. And I'm like, man, why didn't we record that? That would have been helpful to somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I mean, seriously, every time I talk to you, Rae, it's like I get so much information that I then can go use in my life / in my teaching career that I'm like, okay, I feel like I just need to share this with people. So I guess it makes sense that we're live to do it.
Let's talk about all the elephants in the room. Guys, we are live to catch up because we did want to catch up, but Katelyn's also going live with Livia tomorrow, and she wanted to practice going live because Livia makes her so nervous. So that's why I'm here.
This Livia here.
I love it.
Hi, Liv. Yeah, she's like the most amazing person ever. So, I got to make sure I'm on my A game and ready to go.
Yeah.
Got to make sure I'm on my A game.
So this is truly like casual conversation. We will answer questions if people have questions, but we are legitimately just catching up. So feel free to hang out with us. We'd love to have you and add you to the party. Katelynn, can we talk about the fact, hi, Carrie. Love you, Carrie. Did you see the new blog series that Carrie just put out on teachbetter.com?
The Valentine's one, the Love Better one. Wasn't that the cutest thing? Oh my God. She's seriously the best.
She's the best. And it came out and I was like, oh, wow, we put out a blog series. And to me, that means this was like a huge undergoing big project. So I clicked on it and then there were like 2 more blogs after. And I'm like, whoa. I thought the blog series was going to have a special feature, but no, we're just business as usual. Oh yeah. And here's 5 blogs extra. No big deal. Okay. Business as usual. It's unbelievable.
She's seriously on fire all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
You think she sleeps? I don't think she sleeps. She voxed me once at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, Carrie, even I'm not working right now.
Yeah, girlfriend, I can't. She has to. OMG. And Rae, we have to catch up about this. This is important right here. This is important. Did all of y'all watch that? Because our girl was on fire.
I do actually want to get your opinion on that. So yes, we will talk about that. I love it. Can we talk about the elephant in the room really quick though? You're in a different place than you normally are going live. And I need affirmation that I'm right, that you're in a different place, and an explanation of what's going on.
Okay. Yes. So I'm in a different place.
Your background?
My background is totally different. I wanted to feature this on this side, all my books. No, I'm just kidding. My husband is working from home totally, and I'm not. So I had a whole office to myself that wasn't actually being used by me. And so we decided to kind of switch it up because this is our little loft area. And I was like, well, I'm not even working from home. I don't need an office.
So we didn't even do a good job introducing ourselves to people that are new to the Teach Better family. But the reason I'm there is because I'm like, wait, you're going into school. How's school going for you? Blah, blah, blah. So can you tell me, first of all, who you are, what you do with the team? And then I actually want to hear, so you're going into school every day because you're not working from home. Tell me all that.
Yeah. Well, and I want to hear that from you too, Rae. I need to know what's going on in your life. That's a catch-up sesh, So I'm Katelynn Giordano, like the pizza. I am a sixth sixth grade English and social studies teacher here in the Chicago suburbs. And I have a new title now, the director of curriculum and instruction for the Teach Better team. Hey, I won't forget that one.
Did you feel like you got a promotion because your title changed?
Yeah, and I really like this title. So, yeah.
Okay. For real though, because you have talked so much, like we joke with you that your title always changes, which is kind of true. I think out of everybody on the team, your title's changed like 3 or 4 times.
Fact. It's been like 4 times.
Yes. But now you don't want this title change. Like you want to keep it.
No, yeah, you can't change this one. You will pry this title from my cold dead hands.
Okay. I like it. That's good. I love it. Congrats on the new title. Jeff Kaplan just commented. Congrats on the title. I know there's a lot of comments going on, guys. I'm sorry. We're not going to catch them all. We're going to do our best. If you have questions for us, throw questions, and we'll specifically look for question marks. We promise.
Yes.
Through the beginning shenanigans.
Awesome. Okay, so Rae, you have to tell us what's going on with you, and for people that are living under a rock, who you are and what your role is.
My name is Rae Hewart. You said like Katelynn Giordano, like the pizza. I can't have anything cute like that. My name's Rae Hewart, like Hugh Grant with an ert.
Looks like Hug Heart.
It looks like Hug Heart, but it's not pronounced that way. Anywho, I am a full-time 6th grade math teacher in Central Illinois, and I am the CMO of the Teach Better team. And I did a TED Talk that aired on Saturday, which was kind of cool. And right now in my classroom, I'm teaching hybrid. So I have students who are physically in person with me every day, students who are remote with me because it's their off day of hybrid, and students who are fully remote with me and will never come into the building. There we go. Wait, did you share that about your classroom? I don't think you did.
No, not yet. I will. So I'm in a similar structure right now. We're doing the hybrid model where I have students online that I'm teaching at the same time as students in my classroom. So very similar model. I see most of my students in person at least 2 days a week. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty good split between my A group and my B group. So I am enjoying that piece of it, like actually getting to see almost all of my kids in person.
So do you have like a C group? Like I know it's an A day, a B day, but do you have like the C day, which are fully remote? You'll never see students. Okay. So do you have an idea of what that percentage is? Out of curiosity, I have no idea. I would make up numbers if you asked me the same question, but you said that you see most of your kids hybrid. I actually don't think I see most of my kids hybrid.
I think I only have 5 or 6 kids that don't come in my room.
Oh my God. That's so different than my setup.
But I only have, like, I have a block class for English. So I have 2 class periods with the same kids.
Okay.
So it's different. Like I'm not teaching like 5 different groups of kids all day like you are.
Okay. And then remind me, because I'm like going to ask you 300 questions. So I don't remember anything. Do you see your students like A day on Monday, B day on Tuesday? Like, do you go back and forth? Are you A, B, or A, B, B? Help me.
Yep. It's Mondays and Tuesdays are my A group. Thursdays and Fridays are my B group. And then Wednesdays flip back and forth. So some Wednesdays are A days and some Wednesdays are B days. I usually don't know which one's which until the kids come in.
Yeah, no. I'm a routines person. That got me confused even just sharing the details. Okay. Interesting.
OMG. Hi, Jody.
Jody, we love you. I was just watching, Katelynn, do you remember when Jody joined us for the brain break that we did? It was that whole hour-long experience when we took over for Dave and Jeff was shenanigans at its brightest definition. Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're really good at shenanigans.
I just think Jody popping in at the end was like the sprinkles on top of the sundae, I'm just saying.
Oh, I agree. The sprinkles and the whipped cream. She was fabulous.
Very, very true. Okay, so you're teaching full time. You're going into school every day. So like nothing's new, like typical things are easy. You're sitting back and drinking your cup of coffee while it's still warm type thing.
God, never. Yeah, never. No. It's definitely not easy, but I feel like we're kind of hitting a routine now. Like we're kind of getting to the place where it's like, all right, we've been doing this. Like it's not great. It's not easy, but like we know what we're doing almost, like the kids and me. So
did you hear me talk about you at an Ames event the other day? You weren't at the Ames event.
No.
Okay, so Ames, the Association of Illinois Middle Grade Schools, like it's for Illinois middle school teachers. And for those of you who are in Illinois, don't worry, you can still participate. They're doing like a ton of free virtual events. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because I did a session on like Room and Zoom, which apparently is what people call this. Do you know that lingo?
Yeah, I call them my roomies and my zoomies.
That is so lame. I just want you to know. I had never heard it before. Ames was like, can you do a session on this title? And I replied back, sure, what does this mean? But I don't use Zoom. I use Google Meet. So what's the Google Meet equivalent? Like meet and seat? Like it's like...
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird.
That's weird.
Well, I
think you should call it that.
Anyway, at the end, they talked about how you're doing next month's session on assessment.
Yeah. Next month, I think March 11th, I think it is. Yeah.
And you're doing an hour-long webinar on assessment. It's on assessment, isn't it?
Yeah, assessment, grading, feedback. It's going to be kind of webinar style. I have something put together for it, but what I'm really hoping happens is that a lot of really like-minded, super excited educators who want to nerd out about grading and assessment show up and just want to talk to me for an hour.
I love that. Wait, did you know... I'm saying this to ruffle your feathers, and I really enjoy that we're live right now. So this weekend, I filmed a course that I stole Dave Schmittou for, and you should just know that the whole time I was talking to Dave Schmittou, I'm like, this should be Katelynn, and I love that she's not here because she's gonna be so jealous.
Yeah, I am a little jealous. I think we should redo the whole thing.
No, it's already filmed, girl. We ain't redoing it. But Dave and I talked about student conferencing, and we like touched on grading, and I was like, danger. Katelyn's not here. We can't talk about grading and assessment.
You can talk about it. You just have to ask me to join you.
We should have had you pop into that module. We'll re-record that module, but that means it can't come out this month. So you decide, give the people what they want, or...
Oh, that's a hard one because I feel like I want to do a course, but I also really want to be in that video.
It would have been really fun to have you a part of that video. Yeah, Dave, it was cool to collaborate. My new rule is I'm never doing a course in Teach Better Academy alone. I'm only collaborating with people from now on. I'm making the rule.
I like that rule. That's a good rule. Like 2 minds are better than 1 in a way, but also like way more fun. Because it's hard to do a webinar by yourself or any kind of course by yourself because you're not talking to anybody.
I know. And so it was so easy to structure because like each module is about a topic. So I did like the first section talking about the topic, sharing my opinion. And then I brought Dave in, and it was essentially like a live discussion of us going back and forth and sharing examples. So I think it's going to be a really interesting course because Dave added an enormous amount of value. It was super fun.
Dave is just a phenomenal human being. Mm-hmm. I think I've told y'all a couple times, like, if you want me to do something with the team, you really just have to be like, well, Dave's doing it. So.
Okay, so what else is going on? How's Chickpea?
Oh my gosh, Chickpea's been sick.
What?
Yeah, Chickpea's sick.
As a cat, you can be sick?
Yeah, she's had an infection. We've had to give her antibiotics for like a few days now, and she does not do very well with them.
Okay. So, do you have to giving any animal medication is a joke and a half. There has been so many times where my vet has been like, it's no big deal. You just do this. And then you get home and you're like, I'm not capable of doing what you just said. So tell me, is it a pill you have to give her?
No, it's like liquid that I have to squirt in her mouth. It's horrible. It takes 2 people to wrangle and give medicine to a 9-pound cat.
Yep.
It's horrible. And I feel so bad every time she gets so many treats.
Okay, does it look like a syringe without the pointy part?
Yeah, without the needle. Yep.
Okay. So I had my dogs had like a similar thing with it, 2 doses, like one of the thing, and then you wait a few weeks and you do another. And I was telling my sister, I couldn't figure out how to like get it in their mouth. I'm like, I don't understand how to do it. So I literally would put drops Was I hear you? Deworm. Yeah, isn't it for deworming too? It's a little syringe.
It might be. I don't know. I don't have dogs.
Okay, anyway, the point is, Katelynn, I couldn't figure out how to get it in their mouth, so I literally would put little dots on my fingers and have them lick it off. Granted, I have 2 dogs. It took forever to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. That probably took you such a long time.
Wait, so then I called my sister, who, by the way, is a vet, for all of you who okay, so she's a vet, and she was like, Ray, and she was so embarrassed that I was this much of a disgrace to the name. And she was like, you put it in the side of their mouth and squirt. She's like, it takes 13 seconds. And so I did it and it was magical. So have you done the side maneuver for the?
Oh yeah. She has to be held down because she swats at me and won't let me do it. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm laughing, but it's awful. It's the worst thing ever.
Sounds like Carly's a pro, because Carly fosters puppies, and so she knows how to do all the things. And all of her puppies are always teeny weeny little nuggets. But I do have to say, a cat is a little more dynamic. A dog, he's just going to move his head. My dogs are annoyed with me, but a cat, I feel like they're agile. They can tell you no in different ways.
They're basically liquid, so it's trying to hold on to liquid. Well, yeah, it's impossible.
Will you ever go for 2 cats?
I want to go for many cats. Mike wants to go for no more cats.
No more, or no more than 1, or Mike would prefer no cats in the house at all?
No, he loves Chickpea very much, but he won't let me get another one. So
if one showed up at your doorstep,
I would take it in. No, it would be great. Yeah, it would be mine. I would take it inside immediately and be like, we have to keep it.
But Chickpea is a very royal looking cat. I feel like you need another. Is a Russian blue? Isn't that the type of cat you have? I love.
Yep, she's a Russian blue. Yeah, Carly, it's awful. It's terrible. Everything about it. There's claws and teeth and sandpaper tongues and a lot of really dramatic stuff. But that's not all cats. That's just my cat.
I used to have a cat, and I want you to know that while I am a dog person, I secretly love cats. But it was I had a cat and I had an experience, and I'll treasure it forever. But I'll probably always say a dog person. But I do want you to know I had the best cat. I love cats. They're so cute.
Cats are amazing. Cats are amazing. Oh my gosh, look who's joining us. It's
My cat has no teeth though. That was only the 4, the 2 and 2. So I feel like getting medicine in his mouth would have been easier because he didn't have any teeth you could bite you with.
Yeah, it's an interesting time, but she's not been doing so well. She's getting better now though. So
well, I hope she feels better. That's good.
Thanks. Yeah. How are Harvey and Alfred?
Harvey and Alfred are good. Shredding everything humanly possible. My house upstairs is, it's like when you have a toddler and toys are everywhere. That is the case with my dogs for whatever reason right now, which is fine. Oh, Adam says he's allergic to cats. It's okay, Adam. When we all live together in our Teach Better mansion, we will separate the dog people from the cat people.
There'll be a cat wing and a dog wing.
That seems fair. Yes.
I agree.
Anywho, so they're good. They just got haircuts. They were kind of looking like mops there for a while, but we're in a good up and up. They're in a good spot for sure.
My goodness. I love your puppers. They're so cute.
They are some form of entertainment. Let me tell you, Valentine's Day, I got a picture of Harvey laying next to me and my feet on Alfred. It was the family to the T.
Love it. It's the perfect representation.
Hey, what did Mike do for you for Valentine's Day?
Oh my God. Okay, so he got me the best gift ever, but this is just it. Mike is really good at gifts. So
I hate those people.
Yeah, it's super hard to be married to him. I love him so much, but he's so good at presents that every time I'm standing there So if anyone here knows me, which you all do, you probably know that I am weirdly obsessed with Barack Obama. Weirdly obsessed with him.
We've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Yeah, it's not normal, but whatever, everything's fine. So Mike bought me a first edition copy of his new memoir, A Promised Land, that is signed. Like, he touched it in his hands and wrote his name on it. I was literally crying, like, so many tears because, like, oh my God, like, perfect gift, right?
Oh my God, he deserves a medal. How is he so good at gifts? These are the special kinds of people that are good at gifts.
I don't know. Like, he has bought me the best gifts ever. So one of my tattoos is actually because of a gift that he got me that was so perfect.
I'm sorry. Are we talking tattoos? Is that what we're doing right now on a Monday at 5:30? Go for it.
Randomly brought it up, but like for real. So the one on my wrist, it's a 4. Ooh, okay. In Roman numerals, but it is because he got me, it's another book. I think that's the trick to buying me perfect gifts, is like their books. But it is the first time that my favorite poem ever was printed. It is the book it was printed in. So it's a book that was printed in like the 1890s. Like, it's super old. But yeah, so the title of it was 4. So
4. Very cool. I didn't realize you had a number on your wrist. I don't know that I've ever noticed that, but I haven't seen you in person in ages. And usually when I see you, I'm not like, pulling up your sleeves and trying to like,
It's usually covered up by my watch. I had to take my watch off to show you.
So. Oh, interesting. I have number 19 on my hand. So we both have numbers. Is it on your right or left?
Left.
Oh, it's on my left too. There we go.
We're so cool, Rae.
Wow. OMG.
Oh my gosh. And look at the coolest person ever just joined us.
She just blogged in that series.
She did. It was a good one.
Oh, super good. Chelsea, we love you. But also, your family's adorable. And I love that you guys post like pictures of your children, just so you know.
Yes. That and your house.
Oh God, that sitting room she has, that sunroom. Oh.
And her deck. Like, Chelsea, we're such creeps. We like your house a lot. We really want to come over.
What would it take for us to come over to people's homes? I wonder if that could be like a creepy thing we could do. Be like a grand prize. We're doing those monthly social media giveaways now. Maybe one of them will be like, Rae and Katelynn will come stop by your house.
Okay, yes. And we can go Chelsea, you're going to win. And then we can go to your little cabin too.
See? This sounds like a selfish thing that we're rigging. That's what it sounds like.
No way.
Those social media giveaways are getting out of hand. Did you see in February we gave away like 6 books in a bundle? Like, I don't understand.
You gave away so many books. I'm going to consider this a real invitation, Chelsea. We will be there.
Absolutely. She's near Jeff and Chad, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
pretty sure. Because I think with the Teach Better conference, it wasn't that far. Chelsea, tell us how close you are to Jeff and Chad. Because we never go to Akron, but we might make up a reason to if you're close to that area.
I thought we were relocating headquarters to Illinois. So
ooh, we should, because Illinois is where the majority of the team is accidentally. So
strategic moves.
Hey, how far are we going to be from each other?
I think you're moving like Lisle area, right?
Yeah, Naperville.
Okay, so we'll be about 45 minutes, I think.
That's doable, Katelynn Giordano. Just saying. Oh my God, she says 10 minutes from Jeff. Oh, done.
Perfect.
Done.
We're coming over.
I haven't been to Jeff's house in a long time because of mostly COVID, but I used to go to Jeff's house like once a quarter. So we're doing a Chelsea trip. Sure.
Yes, we are. And Carly agrees with us that we are moving Teach Better to Illinois. So you'll be about 45 minutes, which is super doable. We could like meet for dinner.
I need to see a map. Okay, but you're 45 minutes like straight north. Carly is east of she's northeast of where I am.
Yeah.
Straight east from you. Because she's like in Glenview area.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do dinner. I'll be close enough to do dinner when I move.
I'm so excited.
I know. We're
going to get to hang out at places that aren't conferences.
That will be true. Mm-hmm. I signed an apartment. It's all official. It's happening. It will be super fun.
No, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really excited. And for those of you who know me, I'm really excited because I have a lake in my backyard. And I cannot wait to like wake up and either go out on my porch or my bedroom window, like look out and see water. That's what I love. That's what I love. Can't wait. So excited.
You're going to have to tell me more about this because when we were apartment hunting like a couple years ago, that's where we were looking. So you're going to have to tell me all about this.
I'm very happy with where I signed. It's going to be a big change, but I'm very, very excited. So check that off the list. Be good. I know. Super fun. The dogs, I think, will like it. And it's a new place, Katelynn, level with me. It's a new place to decorate. That's really what I feel like I've enjoyed the most is I'm looking at like the pictures and the video I have of the new place. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to paint that wall and the TV is going to go here. And I haven't done that in ages. I can't wait to I can't figure out what color should be like the office. That's the part I actually have not made a decision on. Like, do I keep it dark like it is now? Or do I don't know. I don't want it to be too busy. So.
Yeah, that's I feel like it's always so hard to figure out exactly what kinds of and I'm really bad at color schemes, which sounds really weird because I plan things out for most of what I'm doing, generally. But when it comes to doing a color scheme for a room, I'm so bad at it.
I know, I am too. My mom, though, is really great. So I think the concern is balancing my mother's taste versus what I want to get out of it. Paint it green, teach better green, Carly. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious?
Green and purple, Ray.
Those green hearts still haunt my dreams. So green and purple, what? No.
Yeah, come on, do it for Chad.
Okay, guys, for real, Chad and Jeff love the most obscure colors. I think they're both colorblind because when I joined the team, they loved purple, orange, and green together. And I was literally I don't think I can be on this team if that's where we're at.
No, just no.
No, I know. No. Hey, have you seen any of the applications that have come in for the ambassador program?
Not yet, but I've seen people tweeting about it and putting it all over social right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited about I'm just so excited about how many people, first of all, are tweeting about this. And also the people that I'm seeing, I just submitted mine. I'm this is so cool.
It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. I am a little anxious. So usually the Teach Better team, we do things really fast, which it was funny because I pinged you the other day about something and you're like, no one tells me anything. And it's because it happened so fast that we don't update anybody. But literally we have the next 3 months. Okay, that was dramatic. 2 months, but let's go with 3. 3 months planned of big surprises. I've never had to keep so many secrets because usually it's happening next week, so you can talk about them right away. But I think
I'm with you.
And you're involved in a lot of them. How are you feeling about that?
Okay, super excited because a lot of the secrets are things that have been going on behind the scenes for a while. Yeah. But it's really hard not to talk about them. So I feel the people that do know, the 2 people, I'm oh my God, talk to me some more because I'm so excited.
Okay. I want you to envision this though, because I am struggling not wanting to talk about stuff going on in April and May because I'm ooh, but the March thing was announced. I think a few different places. But anyway, the stuff going on in April and May haven't been officially announced. But I was reflecting last night because Megan and Andrea joined the team in the summer of 19, I think. Because that sounds right. They didn't talk about the ambassador program until a full year when they built that thing. Could you imagine keeping a secret for 12 months?
No. No, I can't imagine it. And I'm here to tell you, I couldn't. So.
Okay. So think about one of the 2 or 3 secrets you have in your head. How long could you keep it?
Oh my God. I think you're hitting me at my limit right now. I really think this is my limit. It's I don't know. Right here.
Because the one I'm thinking of, you're going to have to keep until about June, if not longer. How do you feel?
I know. Well, and the part with that one is that we've already been keeping this secret for so long that I'm I just want to tell people what's going on.
I know.
There's been a little hints though. So anybody that's super stalkery,
Yeah, the tweets. Cut that out. I saw a tweet the other day from someone and it had all the things. And I was like, whoa. I thought that was a thing we weren't going to talk about. And then it was like publicly in a tweet and people were responding like, ha, 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 and responding. And I was like, nah, please.
Yeah, it's interesting. If there's anyone that's super stalkery, there's been some hints.
It's not you, it's Dave. Dave can't keep a secret to save his stinking life. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Dave Schmittou is the worst secret keeper. I thought I was bad. Dave is worse.
Oh, yeah. I think he's worse than both of us.
We have some class. He can't keep it at all. It's so funny.
No,
Dave.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. What else do we need to update on? Okay. So Kitty's good. Life's good. I'm moving.
Puppies are good.
Puppies are good.
I'm curious, like, not many people have asked us questions today. That's like a little different for our lives, right? I'm a little bit like,
well, it's because they didn't expect us to be live because we're literally live randomly on a Monday. First of all, the team is never live on a Monday because Jeff and I record podcasts. Jeff and I are going to record Teach Better Talk podcast here for the next 2 hours after this.
Okay, but hold. So I listened to the episode that you did with Hedrick because number one, I'm literally obsessed with Hedrick. She's one of my favorite human beings in the world. But listening to that episode, like, I just, every time I hear her talk, I'm overcome with this sense of like, okay, everything will be okay. Mm-hmm. And we can totally do this. Like, yeah, like I feel so calm and so empowered at the same time. Like, I don't know how she does it.
I mean this without trying to like put my foot in my mouth. So take this with a grain of salt. There are a lot of amazing people we're connected to. A lot of people that we're connected to have incredible content. And I love consuming the content that our amazing Teach Better family, no matter in what way you're connected to our family, puts out. But there's no way to consume all of it. Like there just isn't. Like the amount of people who have a podcast and everything else is too tricky. So here's my thing. Hedrick, though, her podcast, I am a legitimate subscriber and listener. Like, do you listen to Small Bites? It is like, it should be a requirement that everyone listens. It is so short and it's so much value.
Seriously, it is one of the, I don't even know if this is the right word, but like bang for your buck. Like You literally listen and you walk away with so much just from listening for like the few minutes that it goes on. So we had like this PD meeting and they were like, listen to a podcast. And I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to Teach Better Talk. So then I came in and I was telling everybody, I'm like, so not only like, should you go listen to her be interviewed on Teach Better Talk and then subscribe and listen to all the other episodes, but you should also go listen to Small Bites because it's going to change your life.
Well, okay, can I talk on that really quick? That's actually I don't mean to like bash Teach Better Talk. I love Teach Better Talk. Clearly, Jeff and I have so much fun. But that's a commitment. That's a 45-minute episode. Unless you have a commute, like I get it. Like it's not for everybody. It's a little longer. You might listen to Chuck's. There is no excuse for not listening to Small Bites. It is like very, very small, like 5 minutes. I mean, they're so short. You have no reason for not listening to that podcast. Seriously. Don't listen to it, but there's no reason to not listen to Small Bites.
Facts. Everyone should listen to it all the time, starting right now.
And if you just unsubscribed from Teach Better Talk, I'm sorry.
Okay, Ray, I'm really glad that Liv is in the comments because she just reminded me, we need to talk about this because you need to update me on everything about this other than the fact that it was amazing because I already know that. So,
when was the last time we discussed a TED Talk? Because it was like a process and a half.
So it was literally when you like it was the day before you were recording it was the last time I talked to you about it. So it's been a while.
We were in on that meeting together that morning before. Oh yeah. Mm.
And you were like, okay, don't talk to me for 24 hours. And I was like, okay.
I was kind of, okay. So guys, you have to understand, I'm just going to start from the beginning just to add some context. I applied to speak at a TEDx event and you have to apply. It has to be original content. you can't have like spoken in this way about that topic before. So maybe I'm foolish. Tell me. I like made up a title and summary because I didn't have a TED Talk, because I hadn't done, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be original. So you're coming up with something and you're like, this is my proposed idea and title, but it's not like you like have rehearsed it. Like, you haven't been accepted yet. So that was in December. We get notified beginning of January that we were accepted, which was like the coolest day on the planet. Then they're like, you have 2 weeks to prepare your TED Talk before filming. And I was like, seriously? I'm like, okay, because it's not like I have a life. Sign me up.
It's not like I teach full-time and also have a second full-time job. Don't worry. It's cool.
So the best part is that with that being said, you also have to have a TED coach. So my TED coach, bless her heart, was like, it was a Monday. She's like, I can't meet with you till Thursday. And I'm like, perfect. I'm going to chew on this idea. She sent me a beautiful PDF of like kind of guidelines. I was like, perfect. I'm going to like read through this PDF and then I'm going to meet with her and she's going to tell me everything I need to know. But granted, you have 2 weeks. So already in Thursday, you're like behind, right? But I was feeling fine, Katelynn, feeling no big deal. The morning I'm supposed to meet with my coach, she emails me and says, hey, can you send me a full draft of your script and your slides? And I was like, no, because I didn't know that was like, I don't know. Maybe that's dumb, but I had no idea that I had to like have that done. And I ad-lib everything. You know, I can't read. So I'm like, I wouldn't even have normally written out the script anyway. She was like, no, you have to submit every word to TED to get it approved. So it's a script. TED Talks are scripted and you cannot deviate from your script. You have to turn in word for word what you're saying. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So then I'm meeting with her Thursday. I love all the love. I'm meeting with her Thursday and she essentially spent an hour telling me how unprepared I was and that I had a lot of work to do, which was a dandy feeling. And then I met with her every single day up until the event. And needless to say, there was 11 revisions in 7 days. And it was a process. Like so all joking aside, I learned more in that span of time than I had in years. Like,
holy cow.
I've never had somebody tear apart my work that way. And she was relentless to the best way possible. Because then she emailed me the day of recording and she was like, I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing. And I was like, oh my God, you schooled me this whole week. You've been the biggest stress in my life. And you like played me. Good for you. Nice work. Like, I was impressed.
Honestly, that's like, okay, the first time I ever was published, that is how it felt, because it was like I had this whole thing sent to a journal that I was writing a column for, and I got it back and it was just absolutely torn apart. And like, you know this about me, Rae, I'm very proud of my skills as a writer. So I was like,
a speaker, me too.
I was like, what the heck? Like, oh my God, like I suck.
Oh yeah, the first day I met with her after I gave her my script, which she, by the way, wanted 18 hours after we met, because, you know, sleeping is for losers. She like shared her screen with me and was like, so I've made a few, she literally was on the Zoom call. She's like, I've made a few adjustments. It's really great that you got started. And she shared her screen and my entire speech for the first 2 pages was crossed out. All crossed out. And I was like,
I would have died.
It was, and you know what? The problem was she had amazing feedback, but I was like, it just kills you inside. You're like, I'm a failure in the world. And then the best part is that you're going over through revisions, and the last revision we had was Thursday, and it has to be memorized by Saturday morning. And you're like, that seems realistic.
Yeah, okay. I can do that.
You do it. So, anywho.
Now that it's over, though, I want to know how it felt doing it and how it feels now that it's over.
So, obviously, with a TEDx during COVID, it wasn't in front of a live audience. So that was a part that I hope in the future I get that experience, because I think doing a TED presentation in front of a live audience does add a different feeling. But it was really cool to see it aired. There was about 100 things I would do differently. I definitely have things that I wish I didn't do or whatever. But to be honest, Katelynn, I know it sounds weird because I was the one who was doing it. I don't mean to like brag, but like I feel like the message I wanted came across. And that's what I cared about.
That's not braggy at all. I think that's a good reflection, because when you're looking at yourself as a writer or as a speaker, that's the goal. You're communicating something. And so I think that reflecting on it that way and saying like, yeah, I really feel like my message came across, I don't think that's braggy. I think that's saying like, I achieved my goal.
Right. Like there are definitely things I would do differently, but the message to me was the most important part of doing a TEDx presentation. And I think the message was understood, which was good. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Good. Message
Livia thinks so. So
yeah,
I think you win.
Were you able to catch it, Katelynn? I know there was so much chaos that morning and so many people were like tweeting about it. So did you see it?
I only have gotten to watch half of it so far, so I haven't gotten all the way through. But that is actually my goal for tonight. I was so mad, Rae, because I teach a class on Saturday morning.
I know,
and so I couldn't watch it like when it first aired. So I was so mad, and I like stayed off of social media because everyone was tweeting about it. And as soon as I saw like all the things coming in, I was like, no, I will not let anybody else's opinion color mine. So I've watched about half of it. I've been in and out of Zoom meetings all day. We didn't actually have a day off today. So I have been in and out of Zoom meetings. So I got to watch half of it on my little lunch break that I took. But my plan is to watch the second half later today.
Well, I appreciate it. I'd love your opinion. Anybody in the comments, like I really would love your thoughts. For me, I think it was super cool that it aired. If those that didn't catch it, it's kind of like I didn't know anything about this process. So like the word for word turning in your script, I didn't know anything about. The filming had a ton of rules. Like TED has 100 different rules, which I mean obviously keeps their brand so powerful. So I'm not judging, it just was a lot. And then although it aired, like this is the stress I'm under, Katelynn, it's not actually approved until it's on the TED website. So you can go through all this process and you can air it and you can have photos and you can even have people who screen recorded it and have the whole speech, but TED has to approve it. So I'm actually still a little bit in the gray area because until it's up on the TED website and you have like the TED stamp of approval, you can't actually be done yet. You know what I mean?
Proposal for you. I'm proposing to you right now, Rae. When it does go and like get put up on the TED website, I think we have another Brain Break style live and we cheers to your amazing accomplishment.
Because then it will really be over. Like everyone's like, how do you feel? I'm like still anxious.
And you're like, you don't understand.
I don't understand. Like until you can go to TED.com and search Rae Hughart and I come up, I still don't feel good. Or I was talking to somebody today who was like, oh, I didn't catch it. Can I watch it? And I'm like, no, like you're waiting for the link. So yeah.
Yeah. Unless you like registered for it, you don't like have it record or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. It'll be great. I'm sure. Hopefully. I appreciate all of you saying it was good. I really appreciate it. It was definitely fun to do. It was a bucket list item. I hope to do another one, to be honest. Like I said, it was an incredible learning experience. If you're watching right now, Katelynn, you especially, like you should try and do one. Like worst case, they say no. I applied expecting to get a no so that I could apply again with like some sort of feedback. So my session was called Better Than YouTube. And I came up with it on the spot because I just wanted to apply. So I super encourage all of you to try and do it. I don't know.
And while that is like amazing encouragement, as usual, Rae pushing me to do things I'm uncomfortable with. I just want to say, like, from all of us in the family, like, we're just so proud and honored to know you. We are. You could do that all you want. It's so true. Like, I tell people I know you and they're like, Rae Hughart? And I'm like, yeah, we're friends. It's fine.
Dude, we bumped into each other at conferences forever until we decided to be friends. So it's annoying, okay? It's annoying.
It was it was super weird. Like I have asked, I've had people ask me like, so how did you meet? And I was like, well, we saw each other like 100 times and then finally decided to be like, hey, I'm Katelynn.
There is no one else. I feel like when I meet people at conferences, I'm like, oh, we should be friends. And we are. And you and I were like, we should be friends, but not for a few years.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was like, no, thanks. Let me wait till you get really, really well known, and then I'll just come.
It was funny, though, because at the Ames event that I was talking about you, I was like, guys, I met her at an Ames event. And they're like, no way. I'm like, yes, I met Katelynn Giordano at an Ames event. And now we work together. So
several Ames events.
Several.
One after another.
It's true.
Really, we have Jess Weibler to thank for our friendship, Ray.
She's cool. I like her.
Yeah, she's the one that kind of roped me into joining Ames events. So
good for her. Glad she did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same. It's worked out pretty well.
It worked out pretty well. So you have a cool new title on the team. Life is good. Did you get vaccinated? Can I ask that? Is that weird to ask?
Oh my God, no, that's not weird at all. I've got my first dose of the vaccine, so that's exciting. When did you get yours?
4 weeks ago. I'm getting my this Thursday.
That's exciting. Which one did you get? Is that a weird question? I don't know.
I asked somebody that the other day. I got the Moderna.
Okay, I got the other one. I got the Pfizer.
Everyone I know has gotten the Pfizer. I don't know why I'm so lucky that I got the Moderna. Don't put in the comments your opinions on. I got the one that they handed me, and it wasn't what it was.
Same. I literally was scrambling to get an appointment, so whatever they were going to give me, I was going to take very happily.
Yes. So I have my second one on Thursday, and I heard that you need to drink a Gatorade after, so I already picked my color. What's your Gatorade color of choice?
Red.
Ew. Why?
Because that's the best one.
No.
What's your Gatorade?
Light blue is way better.
Ew, no.
Red is the icky color. That's for children.
Yeah, that's the one I like. I'm basically a child. Do you know what I'm having for dinner? Chicken nuggets.
That's
come on. And red Gatorade, duh. I've also heard though that you need to drink like a ton of water beforehand. So
okay, so Katelynn, so half conversation, half not conversation. So I have a big doctor's appointment Friday. I'm with Katelynn Redigator. Ew, Carrie, stop. Ew.
Yes.
Carrie, ew. So I'm getting this shot on Thursday, but I have a big doctor's appointment on Friday. So what I don't understand is on Thursday, I heard after your second dose, you might have symptoms. And I'm a little nervous. I'm going to go to the doctor on Friday and they're going to be like, you look like you have COVID. I'm going to be like, no, I swear, a second vaccine.
I feel like you could probably tell them that. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Jeff, I have to know if you're team red too, because like, this is it. That's the best one, Ray.
No.
Unequivocally. It is just a fact. It's the best one. Can we get shirts with that though?
You know what? Just because you and Carrie and Jeff like it, that just means that I'm losing faith in our team. That's all that means.
Losing faith in our team or realizing how awesome we all are.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, Samantha, thank you. Yuck. Samantha, what's your color choice? Someone told me, Cheryl at school, she teaches science. She's the smartest person on the planet. She's like, I really like yellow. I'm like, said nobody ever.
Yeah. Who likes yellow?
Yes, Livia likes blue. Woo!
Liv, I can't go live with you tomorrow.
You guys are going to be so funny.
I'm just kidding. We're going to have so much fun. Jeff! Ew!
That's what Samantha said. They said yellow.
Okay, Jeff, how are you in charge? Like, no.
Horrible.
Just no. Okay, but also, it's Amy's birthday today. It's Jeff
Happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday, Amy.
I texted her already. We're BFFs.
Aw.
Whoa. Samantha, don't be dramatic in the comments, okay? Whoa. Hold on.
Nope.
We are not making Gatorade the reason you are switching teams. Don't be foolish.
And if you're going to switch teams, it's Team Katelynn. Just saying.
Okay, so what is up on the swag store right now? There's Jeff, Ray, Katelynn, and Schmitto as your teams that you can choose. I think it's funny that there's still no Chad. I
do think that's funny too. Like, isn't he the reason we're all here, kind of?
I know, but we can't remind him of that because it's weird. He like gets all, excited.
Yeah, Samantha, don't go making any rash decisions here.
No. All right, Katelynn, it is 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I'm recording a podcast tonight with Dan and oh my God, Hunter. And I'm so excited to do podcast episodes. So I do have to run. I know. It was fun laughing with you. I miss you.
I miss you too. I can't wait until you move up here so we can see each other all the time.
It'll be fun. When COVID's over and I'm up there, we can do dinner and have like a monthly dinner set in our calendar. I like this. Jeff says there will never be a Chad shirt. Katelynn, you're practicing going live tonight with all the button pushing because you're going live with Livia tomorrow. What time is that at? Do you know?
That is at 7 Central, I believe.
7 Central, 8 Eastern, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me just double check so we're giving people the right time. Yep, 8 Eastern. I'll see you there. Liv and I are going to talk about the ambassador applications. We're going to talk about the process. And I'm just going to ask her like a million interview questions about being an ambassador because, she's giving you the inside scoop.
Wait, and then can we do an awkward shout out to the fact that we have a popcorn free private group event going on Friday, like literally the 19th, this Friday. We're doing a popcorn hangout. So if you're live with us right now, like come hang out with us on the 19th. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern also. And all the requirement is that you're in our private group so you can get the link. It'll be super fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Please show up and hang out with us some more.
Yeah. Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Dude, there is a really hard game we're playing in the breakout rooms. I just want you to know that like you're going to want to be top notch for this game.
Okay.
It was hard. So Megan and Becky designed it and they like shared it with me to try it. And I was like, they were so embarrassed. They're like, whoa, Ray, this is like not going well. I'm like, I'm so sorry. So,
okay, that makes me nervous. Oh my gosh. So all of you need to come and help us clearly because we can't do this by ourselves.
And Carrie, yes, you're invited to dinner for sure. Yes.
Oh my gosh, Carrie. Yes. And Liv, I will see you tomorrow.
So fun. Ray. All right. Katelynn, you get to push the little video thingy and then you get to take us out.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with Ray and I tonight. We had such a great time hanging out with all of you and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.